The cat who discovered a secret tunnel. Once upon a time, in a cozy little town nestled between rolling green hills and sparkling blue streams, there lived a curious orange tabby cat named Oliver. Oliver was not like other cats in the neighborhood. While most cats spent their days napping in sunbeams or chasing butterflies, Oliver loved to explore. His bright green eyes sparkled with excitement at every new discovery, and his soft whiskers twitched whenever he sensed an adventure. Oliver lived with a kind family in a warm house with a red front door, but his favorite place was the wild, flower-filled garden behind the house. The garden was a magical place, full of buzzing bees, fluttering butterflies, and the sweet scent of blooming roses. There were hidden nooks under bushes, mysterious holes beneath old trees, and stones covered in soft moss. Oliver knew every inch of the garden, or so he thought. One crisp spring morning, as the dew glistened on the grass and the birds chirped their cheerful melodies, Oliver set out on his usual morning patrol. He sniffed the air, flicked his tail, and padded softly along the stone path. Suddenly, he noticed something odd behind a cluster of tall daisies. There, almost hidden by tangled roots, was a small, round hole in the ground. It hadn't been there yesterday, or the day before. Oliver's heart raced with excitement. He loved mysteries, curiosity getting the better of him. Oliver crouched low and peered inside the hole. It was dark and cool, and he could feel a gentle breeze drifting out, carrying a scent that was earthy and unfamiliar. Carefully, he stretched out a paw and touched the edge. The ground crumbled a little, revealing a tunnel just big enough for a cat to squeeze through. Oliver's whiskers quivered with anticipation. Should he go in? The tunnel looked deep and dark, but it might lead to something wonderful. He took a deep breath, glanced around to make sure no one was watching, and slipped quietly into the tunnel. Inside, the air was cool and smelled of damp earth. Oliver's eyes adjusted to the darkness as he crept forward, his paws making soft thuds on the packed dirt floor. The tunnel twisted and turned, sometimes wide enough for him to walk easily, other times so narrow he had to squeeze through. Glimmers of light filtered in from tiny cracks overhead, and he could hear the distant sound of water trickling. After what felt like a very long time, the tunnel opened into a hidden underground chamber. Oliver's eyes widened in amazement. The chamber was filled with strange glowing stones that cast a gentle blue light. At the center of the chamber was a shimmering pool of water, and around the edges grew mushrooms in every color of the rainbow. Oliver padded closer to the pool and peered into its still, mirror-like surface. To his astonishment, he saw not his own reflection, but the images of other cats he had never seen before. Some were black as midnight, others white as snow, and some had stripes and spots. They seemed to be looking back at him, their eyes full of curiosity and kindness. Suddenly, a soft voice echoed through the chamber. "Welcome, Oliver. We're the guardians of the secret tunnel." Oliver blinked, surprised. "Who are you?" he whispered. "We are the cats who came before you, explorers and adventurers like yourself. This tunnel is a secret passage that connects the gardens and fields of every cat who loves to explore," the voice explained. "It's a place for curious cats to meet and share stories." Oliver's heart filled with wonder. He had never imagined such a place existed. He sat by the pool and listened as the voices told tales of distant lands, hidden treasures, and friendships that lasted forever. He heard about cats who sailed on pirate ships, others who befriended wise old owls, and some who discovered magical forests where the trees sang lullabies at night. As the stories ended, the glowing stones flickered gently, and the voices spoke again. "Whenever you feel alone or need some courage, remember this place. The secret tunnel will always welcome you, and you are never truly alone." Oliver felt a warm, comforting glow in his chest. He stood up, nodded gratefully to the voices, and turned to leave the chamber. The tunnel seemed lighter now, and the walk back felt shorter. Soon he emerged into the bright sunshine of his own garden, blinking in the light. From that day on, Oliver knew he had a special secret. Sometimes, when the world felt big and he felt small, he would slip into the tunnel and listen to the stories of the guardians. He became braver, exploring further than ever before, and soon other neighborhood cats began to join him on his adventures. Oliver shared the secret of the tunnel with those who were kind and curious, and together they made new memories and told new stories. The garden felt even more magical, and Oliver knew that as long as cats had courage and curiosity, the secret tunnel would always be there, waiting to welcome the next adventurous soul. And so, the legend of the cat who discovered the secret tunnel lived on, whispered from one whiskered friend to another, inspiring generations of brave little explorers, just like Oliver. One sunny afternoon, as Oliver basked in a patch of sunlight, his best friend Daisy, a gentle grey cat, tiptoed over and curled up beside him. She had heard rumours of Oliver's secret discoveries and was eager to learn more. "Oliver," she purred softly, "is it true you found a secret place underground?" Oliver smiled, his eyes twinkling with mischief. "Would you like to see it?" he asked. Daisy's eyes widened with excitement. "Oh yes, can we go now?" Together, they tiptoed behind the daisies, and Oliver showed Daisy the entrance to the tunnel. With a little encouragement, Daisy squeezed in after him, her tail trembling with excitement and nerves. The tunnel felt mysterious and wonderful, just as Oliver had described. When they reached the underground chamber, Daisy gasped in awe at the glowing stones and the shimmering pool. She listened wide-eyed as the voices greeted her and shared stories of cats who had crossed snowy mountains and ridden on the backs of friendly deer. Afterward, Daisy hugged Oliver tightly with her soft paws. "Thank you for sharing your secret, Oliver. I feel braver already." From then on, Oliver and Daisy explored together. They taught each other to climb higher, run faster, and listen more closely to the sounds of the world. They discovered hidden nests of baby birds, watched fireflies dance at twilight, and even helped a lost hedgehog find her way home. Other cats joined their adventures too. There was Max, the wise old black cat, who always knew where the juiciest berries grew. There was Luna, who could leap from one garden fence to another with the grace of a dancer. And there was Tigger, the playful kitten who loved to chase his own tail and make everyone laugh. With each new friend, the stories in the secret tunnel grew richer and more colourful. The guardians welcomed every cat who came with an open heart and a curious mind. As the seasons changed, Oliver noticed that the entrance to the tunnel sometimes moved. One day it was behind the daisies, the next it appeared beneath the lilac bush, and once it even opened under a pile of crisp autumn leaves. But Oliver always seemed to know where to look, guided by the gentle whisper of adventure in his heart. The cats made a promise never to tell the humans about the tunnel, for it was a special place just for them. But sometimes, when a child saw a group of cats sitting in a circle, their tails wrapped around each other, they would wonder what secrets the cats were sharing. And if you listened very closely, you might just hear the faint sound of laughter or a whispered tale of faraway lands. One winter's night, as snowflakes drifted down and the world outside grew quiet, Oliver led his friends into the tunnel once more. The underground chamber glowed warmly, and the guardians' voices told a story about the very first cat to discover the secret passage, a brave little kitten who followed a firefly into the darkness and found a world of friendship and magic. As Oliver listened, he realized that every cat who had ever visited the tunnel had added a little bit of their own magic to the place. The tunnel belonged to all of them, a treasure trove of memories and dreams. When the story ended, Oliver turned to his friends and said, "No matter where we go or what adventures we have, we'll always have this place. The secret tunnel is our home beneath the world." His friends nodded, their eyes shining with happiness. So whenever you see a cat gazing thoughtfully at a patch of grass or disappearing behind a bush, remember that they might just be on their way to the secret tunnel. And who knows, maybe one day, if you're kind and curious and brave, you'll discover a secret tunnel of your own, filled with stories and friends waiting to welcome you. And as for Oliver, the cat who discovered a secret tunnel, he never stopped exploring. His adventures grew bigger, his circle of friends wider, and his heart braver with every passing day. The secret tunnel remained, forever glowing with the light of friendship, courage, and the magic of a cat's curiosity. The end.